Which video do you want to cover first?
I'm not sure.
Alright. Alright, let's start with this. It's about Sharia law.
Oh boy.
This is gonna trigger you, dude.
Oh no.
It's it's pretty triggering.
Anybody that supports Sharia law in this country should be deported.
So do you know what Sharia law is?
Yes, but it does not have
Do you
equal
know what
rights.
it is?
Are
Me
you
praying five
Sharia law?
Of course,
Do
me
you?
praying 5 times a day is Sharia.
Okay.
Right? Like basic.
What about the
do
equal
you
rights for
know
women? What about
That is completely separate from
Oh, so
Islam.
now you can be a Sharia law
no.
supporter and be...
No. What?
I thought you'd get triggered by this.
Excuse me? It's separate from Sharia law?
It gets worse.
Clearly she's had that thing wrapped around her head for too long.
Yeah.
be half
Destroying some
pregnant
brain
at the same
cells.
time.
What are
Come
you talking
on.
about? You are talking about stuff you don't know anything about. Like, okay, I'm not going
She's
to
so
attack you
triggered.
personally.
What
But
law?
my frustration is that people talk about Islam without knowing anything about it, and they're willing to completely negate any of my rights as a human being, as a woman, as a person with agency, simply because they have an idea about what my faith is about. Excuse me, Islam to me is the most
To you, that's not Islam then. It's your interpretation of it. What do you think?
It's so dumb.
It is.
feminist religion.
Like,
right?
hold on, pause this.
She just said Islam is a feminist religion.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Oh my god. Why?
The problem is that it's the most misogynistic religion, if I can fucking speak English.
Equal rights well before the Europeans. We don't take our husbands'
No,
last names
what?
because we ain't
Equal rights well before the Europeans? Did she just say that?
Are you serious?
the Europeans. We don't take our husbands' last names.
Right here.
Is the most feminist religion, right?
What?
We got equal
Listen.
rights well before the Europeans. We don't take
What?
our husbands.
Wait, hold on a second.
Okay. What are you looking at?
I'm reading some of the like the Sharia law things.
Yeah.
All right. One of them, the first one that looks like it actually says anything that would probably like agitate like a feminist
Yeah.
is under Sharia law, a man can marry an infant girl and
What the
consummate
fuck?
and consummate the marriage when she is 9.
That's because Muhammad did when. Yeah. It's true though.
A woman can have one husband, but the husband can have up to 4 wives.
Yep. But you know, to be fair, Mormons.
A man can beat his wife for insubordination. That's not something that's normal in today's society, mind you.
Yeah.
If you beat up your wife just because she mouthed off to you,
You're going to jail.
you're going to jail.
Yeah.
A man can unilaterally divorce from his wife, but a woman needs her husband's consent to divorce them.
That's fucked up. Yeah, it's a feminist religion.
A divorced wife loses all custody of children that are older than 6.
Wow.
Testimonies of 4 male witnesses are required to prove rape against a woman.
Holy shit. Alright, let's...
A woman who has been raped cannot testify in court against her rapist.
What?
When
It's
a
so
woman's
feminist.
when a woman's testimony is in court, for property cases, it carries half the weight of a man's.
Yeah. This is depressing, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. A female heir inherits half of what a male heir inherits. A woman cannot drive a car. Woman cannot speak alone
You
to a
wanna know
man who
Saudi-
is not her husband.
Did you know Saudi Arabia's excuse for not letting women drive cars?
They're women.
According to Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabian scientists, women driving cars causes infertility or makes them infertile. It
That's funny.
So yeah, that's the reason. That's what they say.
Well, the Sharia
They have
laws,
their own scientists on the matter. Of course.
Sharia law's reason for it is that it leads to fitna.
What does that mean?
Means upheaval, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, a woman cannot speak alone to a man that is not her husband or relative. So yeah, it's and
that's some fucked
and the
up
list
shit.
the list goes on.
You know, they I believe they actually have convinced some European countries to allow Sharia law alongside.
I think Germany is one of them.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
that is really stupid. But you know something surprising though? That same kind of implementation is in the United Arab in the Emirates. They have law for people that are not Muslims and people that are Muslims. They're two different laws, and you can actually choose which law.
That's stupid.
In the
That's just dumb.
I know, but that's how it is in there.
I just like to point out real quick.
I saw that in a Jeff Holiday video. He was interviewing someone that lives in the United Arab Emirates. You want to play this more?
Last names,
Yeah,
because we
sorry.
ain't their property, right? We were given
Not
the
according to
right to
Sharia
own
law.
land. We
Not really.
Yeah.
The fact is, what is culture is separate from what is faith,
Not
and the
really.
fact that people go around.
She's stupid. I don't think she's actually Muslim.
I think she says she's Muslim.
She probably like converted to Islam from something else.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Like
Diss in my face without knowing anything about it, and want to chuck me out of a country.
You
I
don't
have
know
done-
anything about it.
I'd just like to point out that nobody wants to just throw out Muslims except for like stupid people.
Yeah.
Which everyone like willfully agrees that there are. It's the ones that are going to cause problems.
Yeah.
Like how can people not see that?
If you're threatening violence, you're a problem.
Yeah. Dumb.
If you're trying to get in contact with ISIS, you're a problem.
She's not a very smart lady.
Yeah. Alright.
She looks like a glue eater.
So, do you want to see Steve Shives hating Muslims?
Sure.
Yeah, he's an Islamophobe, dude.
Make that a segment. 5 more stupid things about Islam.
Yes. We'll watch the first one
Hey,
next
the revisiting
next
of
podcast.
popular previous 5 Stupid Things topics continues now with the 4th place finisher. Here are 5 more stupid things I've noticed about Islam. It's moving backwards.
Why did you add that I
There was
noticed?
once an
It made it so much more awkward. 5 things I noticed about Islam.
Islamic golden
did
age.
research.
Oh yes, and it was not an age of violence and religious intimidation. I mean, it was.
This is actually a rather factual video about it, though.
It's just funny that
Surprisingly.
it's Steve Shives.
I know.
There was a lot of that, but it was also an age of knowledge and discovery. It was an age when
Isn't he
Muslim
an atheist?
scholars
Yes.
translated and preserved the writings of Aristotle.
See,
and Euclid.
atheists can be
It was an
stupid.
age of important advances in mathematics
he's
and
extremely
science. It was an
butthurt
age
that TJ
where there
is the
was
most
a
popular
blending
atheist
of
on YouTube.
cultures from
Well,
all
it's
across
because
Europe
TJ is
and
not a
Africa and
Yeah,
Asia.
well,
And this
he
was
is.
no
Not all the time.
passive phase. This lasted for 500 years until it ended in the 13th century, which was kind of a while ago. And,
Oh, God.
you know, something tells me that Muslim radicals of today who talk about founding
Dude,
a
I don't
new
care about your
Islamic
intro,
golden
dude.
age
Start
don't
talking.
want to build that on a
Fucking listen to
foundation
me,
of
program.
science and any specific punishment for those who reject their Muslim faith. But there are several
Oh, yeah.
passages in the Hadith which have been widely interpreted as imposing the death penalty
Yeah,
on
yeah.
apostates.
They'll
And
kill you
many
if you leave Islam.
Islamic
Yeah, they
countries
will,
who claim
definitely.
to be upholding Islamic law
That's Sharia law.
impose severe punishments, including incarceration and
We were just talking
execution
about it.
for the crime of apostasy. You know,
Milo
call
would
me
be,
old-fashioned,
would
call
be,
me
killed.
culturally insensitive if you must, but I think killing people for leaving your religion is just a smidge uncivilized, don't you? It's viciously anti-gay. Apostasy isn't the only death penalty offense. In many Muslim countries, homosexuality is a capital crime. And again, this seems to be an instance of the Muslim world moving in the wrong direction, because during that Islamic golden age I mentioned a few minutes ago, apparently the general attitude was much more tolerant of same-sex relationships than it is in the Muslim world today. In the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire even decriminalized homosexuality. And today, Turkey is one of only a handful of Muslim-majority nations where homosexuality is not illegal. In Iran alone, over 4...
Alright, you're boring as fuck, but, yeah.
Look at his face.
He's got a whimpering dog face right now.
He's a little fat man in this video. He must have started doing crack. He doesn't look this fat in new videos.
That's true.
Fatty, 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 fat, fat. At least he's not as fat as Keemstar.
Alright, so...
What are you doing? Did you break?
What? No, I'm looking at the names of these. Oh, we gotta cover this.
What is this?
Oh, this is awful shit. PBS. This is hey public broadcast
from Game Show. So you've probably heard this week or over the last week rather, there's been a bit of a controversy surrounding The Witcher 3.
No, there wasn't. When was there ever a controversy surrounding The Witcher 3 ever?
I don't remember. Like, I know this game is a couple years old, but I don't remember there being anything like.
And even like the newest hardware kind of struggles on it. So it's such a good game. It's advanced as fuck with graphics.
It's such a good game though.
It is.
I've been playing this for like the last week.
You need to play it on your computer.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot more fun.
I bet.
You can use a controller if your controller has a USB input, or if it's Bluetooth, you can buy a Bluetooth adapter. They're like $10. But yeah,
a critically lauded fantasy RPG that's opened to huge sales numbers, but it's also been open to criticism about how its characters lack diversity. So a lot of this comes from Polygon, who...
Yeah, what is he talking about?
I'm so fucking mad.
ran a very seriously hot take pointing out that there's not a single person of color in the game. Everyone's Caucasian, aside from the...
The game is based on, what was it, Norwegian or something?
Yeah, it's like Norse mythology kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have...
There wasn't a lot of black people around there. And they did have other races, they just weren't human. You know?
Yeah.
Monsters, of course. And so this resulted...
Oh, now he says the monsters.
Except for the monsters.
This guy talks so fucking retardedly.
In a much larger conversation that's obviously been happening for quite some time about representation in games, but more specifically...
Was he about to say reparations?
Reparations?
Reparations? Are you one of those creepy Uhuru guys?
Uhuru?
Uhuru? Representation in a game like The Witcher itself. So the debate...
Fuck you, Gazi Cosmo, or whatever.
Ends up being split. There's a dichotomy of people on two different sides. There's people who are defending it, and then people who are condemning it.
Yeah, the right people and the like 5 people that are retarded as fuck.
And so this raises this question.
No, it doesn't.
There's no question. This is PBS.
Yes, this is PBS.
Why
this
is
what government money is going towards.
They better stop.
What do you mean when you talk about diversity? And I feel like The Witcher is a really good test case to discuss this, at least a little bit. All right, so let's take a closer look at the two different camps. On the one hand, you know, when we talk about diversity, let's say these are like the pro-diversity.
If you want, we can cover more of these later on.
There's
a bunch of them.
Folks in this instance. When we talk about diversity, we're usually talking about ethnic diversity, where all people are equal and therefore should be...
But there doesn't need to be that. There's all sorts of diversity already there.
Yeah.
Like The Witcher, he's hated by everyone.
Everybody, even the freaks.
Yeah. So, like, what the fuck?
Represented equally in media. Games should be diverse. And so many people say that The Witcher 3 is endemic of a problem that games have with inclusivity, a cause that I am, of course, very sympathetic.
Has this guy ever played Grand Theft Auto?
I don't think so. Well, most of these people, they talk about these games like they're experts in them, and they never actually play the games.
That's just fucking dumb.
That's what Anita Sarkeesian does. You know Hitman?
Mm-hmm.
She watched a bunch of videos of Hitman and got her opinion of the game directly from videos.
What was her opinion of Hitman?
Do you want to see it? We could pull it up on YouTube.
You're scaring me. Maybe we'll cover it in another one.
Okay.
It's probably old, but still.
It's old as fuck.
I love Hitman, so I have to see this.
Yeah. She said some ridiculous shit.
All right.
You'll be legitimately triggered.
I mean, this is triggering me. Like.
Yeah. Witcher is such a good game. Fuck you.
Like, don't they talk about like? Sure, everyone is mostly white.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't even think you can say mostly. I'm pretty sure every character in the game is white, but
except for the expansion. The expansion includes other races.
Go fuck yourself. Blood and Wine, that one? Or...
I believe so.
Oh, dumbasses.
Yeah, I gotta get that. Because
I mean, like this. Oh God, that's so stupid.
I know.
It takes place in like a place based off of like European society.
Exactly.
But even then,
they'd get triggered if they had black people, anyways, because they'd be slaves.
Probably.
They'd be like, "Oh my God, you're always portraying slavery."
Actually, there is a captain that you meet early in the game, the guy that you killed the griffin for at the beginning of the game. I'm pretty sure he's based on a Spanish guy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you lose.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
Everybody in that game talks like they're from Skyrim, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor.
Episodes on it.
Probably.
Maybe too many episodes for some.
Oh, did you know that recently what was it called? CD Projekt Red got bigger than Konami. They have a larger amount of
nice.
Total
they deserve it, man. Witcher is fucking intense.
You know what they also do? They have another platform that's just like Steam on the computer. Sweet. That has no DRM.
Sweet.
You know what DRM is? Yeah, DRM's fucking stupid.
That's the regional thing, right?
That, and it also prevents you from playing certain games online. Or certain games when your internet's not connected. So
that's stupid.
Not every game though. A lot of games don't have that on Steam, but Steam allows games to do that.
It's still stupid.
Yeah, which is what's stupid is Steam allowing it.
Bodies.
But I believe Xbox does this too, though.
I think so. I'm not sure.
And Steam, most games do not have that. It's just very little. So.
I got you,
folks. But I feel like we talk about it in a regular amount because it's an important issue to talk about.
Video games
the
are not an
TLDR version is
issue.
that the games.
What?
Video games are not an important issue for public broadcasting.
Yeah.
I would rather hear about the fires that we get every summer that burn down the forest.
True.
Put Neil deGrasse Tyson on public broadcasting channel, please.
He'd probably do it.
Yeah. I think he had a show or does a show, but just make it stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give Bill Nye a show again. You know, stuff people, know, even though Bill Nye's a fucking idiot.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
But like stuff where people are actually learning. Nobody actually gives this much of a fuck about.
I remembered a game that does have DRM on it that sucks. GTA.
Okay.
You have to be online to play GTA, and they wouldn't. The reason is because GTA was like, we're not putting Rockstar's like, we're not putting our game on there unless we force internet. So they had to like compromise.
Dearth of diversity, not just in how characters are represented, but who's making the games.
The problem is PBS hiring people like this fucking retard.
Fucking retard.
Yep.